you find yourself making so much. Fantastic. So to overcome discipline, you require a tremendous self-discipline. So it is the delay that holds most people back from great success. Now, a native Indian man once said that procrastination is the thief of dreams. Is the thief of dreams. The only reason why we have been failing, why we have allowed ourselves fail before we now learn the lesson, is because of what we have been procrastinating and what irregular use or ill use of of our time. According to Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule, the 80-20 rule, it says that 20% of the things you do account for 80% of the value of what you accomplish. 80%, 20% of the things you do account for the 20% of the value of what you accomplish. See, my dear friends, see, it is very possible for you to hit the 500,000 naira mark by June. It is very, very, very possible. Just tell yourself, this is the no matter what happens. I'm going to give you, for those of you who will be struggling on how to go about the activities and all of that, I'll give you the steps on how to accomplish that, on how to be able to achieve that particular goal. You understand? On how to be able to write the DMOs and all of that. I'll give you that. Know that if you do the right thing at the moment right now, as far as I'm concerned, our focal point here is to be successful in this business. But to be successful, you need to help people to get what they want. So which means for you to get the people you want to help get what they want, you need to be able to prospect. And in prospecting, you will have a lot of persons. At least if you prospect 100 persons, 20 persons will join, which means you have 20 persons you will help to get what they want. And in helping them to get what they want, you will now do what? You will now get what you want. That is just the beauty of our business. Help people to get what they want so that you can get what you want. Remember, we said that we actually have a heart of gold. Now, you have to assess the true value of everything you do. Don't just decide to do anything. Assess the true value. Now, listen to me. Most of the things you do are 5 times and even more valuable than other things, even though they take the same number of time. Most of the things you do are 5 times and even more valuable than other things, even though they take the same number of time. Now, listen to me. Listen. I'm going to use the social media as an example. For those of us who have been on social media, have you realized that you can be on social media and make money? You can as well be on social media and lose money. You don't only lose money, you also lose time on social media. So what does this suggest? That when you tell yourself, okay, I want to go on social media, what are you going to social media to go and do? I am going to social media to go and run an ad. Or I am going to social media to prospect, to talk to 30 persons. Now, if you are not conscious of these things that you want to do, what happens to you? You go on, of course, you go to social media. And once you go into social media, like me, I am somebody I used to be social media freaked. Probably that's one of the major reasons actually what I channeled my energy, that whatever, since I used to be freaked by it, it's definitely going to make money for me. You understand? But in as much as I channeled my energy on it, it took me time to relinquish that act of being freaked by the things in social media. You just enter online like this, before you know what's happening, boom, you're already watching one video for 17 minutes video, all this Sabalo comedy and all of these comedies. Now, these comedies are very, very, very interesting. Now, it's not like you get value from it, but the only thing you love there is because of what? Is because of the suspense they actually keep. And then before you know what's happening, 10 minutes on, the videos are always very, very long, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. Before you know what's happening, 10 minutes on, I said I was going to come and prospect. Okay, let me go and prospect. As you're not prospecting, you will now see something again. Probably somebody posted something on the status or on the status of Facebook or Instagram. You will now go and view. You'll be taking time and be viewing the picture. Another 2 minutes have gone again. Another 2 minutes have gone. So what I want you to know, see, you are the one where you have to assess the true value of the things you do. For me to go on social media now, I want to go to social media. What am I going to do? You just have to be conscious to know that this social media can either make or mar me. It can either make or mar the time I have scheduled for this time. Then we sometimes tell the value that something has to you by the amount of your time you invest in it, because those are the things that take most of your attention. Now, have you seen one of the major reasons why even if you go on social media, You are not successful in prospecting, or you're not successful in doing in running an ad. An ad ordinarily will not take you more than 10 minutes to run. But you'll be on social media, you are there, 45 minutes, you are still running an ad. You are still running an ad, 45 minutes. The reason is because of what? Because of the value you place on it. Once you get on social media, you first of all want to go and like people's picture. You want to go and see this one first of all. You want to watch videos, scroll up. Okay. Wait to carry me come here first of all. Now to come run ad. You will not start running the ad. Once you start running the ad again, now you just type. Probably at that point in time, you are trying to be creative, trying to think of what to write and all of that. More creative writing. Now, while you are thinking about it again, now your mind will switch also now. You will now go and start liking another picture again, another picture. You are looking at people who are commenting and all of that. And before you know what's happening, time you have go. But that's it. So the essence of time is for you to discipline yourself, to set clear priorities and stick to them. You must consciously and deliberately select the most valuable and important thing that you should do at a given time, and also discipline yourself to work solely on that task. I'm going to break this down. You understand? The essence of time is for you to discipline yourself to set clear priorities. Let me tell you something. Whatever I'm doing right now, for those of you who actually work in the industry, who have a job, let me tell you something. You can manage your job and this business together. I am telling you most solemnly, because with the way I have thought this deep, with few persons who have called in my team, few people who have called, who have been telling me for a very long time, oh guy, you know the nature of my job now. I sat them down and I analyzed their job, and I told them, now, what are you expected to do in your job? I know that sometimes something can just happen impromptu, but this thing that's happening impromptu in 1 week, it can only happen once. In fact, in a month, it can happen like 2 or 3 times. It can happen like 2 or 3 times. So what this means is that that even if you have a job, you can manage your job and manage. See, do not give excuse. Let me tell you something. By the time you give excuse for a particular thing not done, you give your willpower to it, and then you attract pity. By the time you attract pity, guess what happens to you? It slows you down by 50%. It slows you down by 50%. Fantastic. So the essence of time is for you to discipline yourself to set clear priorities and stick to them. So you must consciously and deliberately select the most valuable and important thing that you should do at a given time, and also discipline yourself to work solely on that task. Think before you act. Think before you act. Before you commit to any time-consuming activity, you must always ask, is this the very best use of my time? Is this the very best use of my time? Let me tell you something, No matter how old you are, no matter even if you are 60 years old, you see this social media of a thing. Social media, you actually approach, you go into social media to see, how will I put it without thinking of it. You go into social media without thinking of it. That is why sometimes when you just feel like resting, before you know what's happening, you just pick up your phone. The next thing is WhatsApp, or the next thing is Facebook. And then you're not doing anything there, you're just posting pictures. All of a sudden, you are smiling sheepishly because you have seen something. And then once you have smiled sheepishly, bam, you have been caught already. The next 20 to 25 minutes, you are wasting your time. See, you know why I'm telling you all of these things? I am using myself as a prototype here. This is what happens to me. These are the distractions I have. So whatever I want you to begin to recognize and to recognize point out your own distractions. The things that easily you do without thinking of. The things you do without thinking of. So I want you to begin to reconcile them to what I'm telling you at the moment. So before you do anything, even before you rest, tell yourself, okay, do I really want to rest now? Of course you want to rest. Put down your phone and then go and do the rest. If it's a nap you want to take, if you just want to walk around without distraction. The reason why many people cannot even eat good food well is because when they are eating, their phone is on their left hand, and they are doing the both of them together. Food go finish. Now you are not doing what you are supposed to do on the phone, and then food go finish. It never belly for you. Good. So the lack of time management leads people to procrastinate their top tasks continually, while they spend more time on low or no value tasks. And remember, doing them repeatedly becomes a habit which leads to another. On Wednesday, Engineer Chidi taught us about what? About habits. Producing more habits. And then he made an exaggeration about somebody who decides to just go and drink. From drinking, he says he wants to go and do this. From drinking, he wants to smoke. From smoking, he wants to go to club. From going to club, he wants to get a woman. And all of that. So what? So lack of time management, it leads people to procrastinate. And once you procrastinate in one, it is going to lead to another one. It's going to lead to another one, lead to another one, lead to another one. And then at the long run, you will now come out and say, man, I have been very busy. 24 hours is not even enough for me. If you are among those persons who are saying 24 hours is not enough for you, that means you had a bad character that you have, or a bad habit that you have to relinquish. You have to relinquish it. It is so bad that what it has eaten deep into you that you are not even sure. Sometimes you cannot even do. And then another button again is at the end of the day, before you write the activities you want to do the next day, you don't even give a summary of the activity you do. The diary we have at the moment, by the time you have finished writing your daily activity, there's always a space for you to do a remark. Do a remark of whatever you have spent in a day. Do it. It's very important. Priorities and posteriorities. Priorities and what? Posteriorities. When you set priorities, it is also very important that you also set posteriorities. The last time we did goal settings as well, we talked about what Brian Tracy talked about something. He said, when you're writing goals, when you're writing a particular goal, now write down so many, because the truth is you write them on an area of importance. Now, by the time you write them in level of importance and all of that, guess what happens to you? You will be able to know the ones to attend to first, and then the ones you will not be able to attend to first. So it is very, very, very important. So what are priorities? Priority is something that you do more of and sooner. Priority is something that you do more of and sooner. And then things that you must do. Why posteriority is something you do less of or later. So that whether or not you do it, it is not going to have so much effect on you. Now, before you commit to a new task, ask yourself, what am I going to stop doing so that I have enough time to work on this new task? Now, for those of you who are always you say you want to make calls, you want to go and prospect. What is that particular thing that is always making you tell yourself, every day on Facebook, I must chat up to 50 persons. I must chat 20 persons. I must do this. Every day I must make up to 100 calls. What is that that's always making you not to hit this goal? That which is always making you not to make up to 50 calls, not to make up to 30 calls, not to do up to 50 prospecting. Why? You have to identify that particular thing. And are you aware? I was telling my teammates a few days ago, I told them something. Are you aware? For me, that call used to fear before. If I have like 50 calls, you can take me up to 5 hours to make calls. Are you aware that since this year, to make 50 calls will not even take me up to 45 minutes? 50 calls. Because I had to realize, oh boy, this is not waiting to distract you. See, if you're making these calls, no social media, nothing is, I'm not even, this call, I don't bury my intestine for inside. And I will begin to face it. Until I finish the call, I am not doing any other thing. I realized that to make 50 calls, 45 minutes. If you think I'm lying, see today, I know you're going to make calls. If you had like 10 calls before, if you have like 20 calls to make before, 30 calls to make before, now go and ask yourself, how many minutes does it take me to make 50 calls before, 30 calls? Then today, check it. Channel your energy without distraction. You understand? So always ask yourself, what is that particular thing that you're going to stop doing that would help you? That would help you to have enough time to work on that particular task. Go through your life regularly and practice creative abandonment. Practice creative abandonment. Consciously choose the activities that you are going to discontinue so that you have more time to spend on those that really make an impact to your future positively. I hope you understand this statement. Practice creative abandonment. That you are consciously going to choose that which you are going to discontinue, that which has always been a distraction for you, that which actually comes forth, that makes you to procrastinate. Procrastinate. And all of that, so that what you can make more time to do the things that will really make an impact to your future positively. Now, identify your consequences. You need to identify your consequences. What does that mean? To develop the discipline of self-management, you must be able to identify the consequences of what you are doing. What is the consequences of your action? What are the consequences of your actions? According to Brian Tracy, he says that something is important to the degree that it has serious potential consequences for completion or non-completion. While a task is unimportant to the degree that it does not matter if it is done or not. Sorry, I am going to be using the social media as a driver because I know that 80% of us here listening to me, we are always affected by social media. I realized something. They know there are particular times that you have only one phone you get. Listen to me. Now only one phone you get. You don't have two phones. And so probably you just stumble on a video on social media, either on Instagram or on Facebook. You begin to watch it. Now, by the time you begin to watch it, that video, and then there is an important call that comes in. Do you know there's a tendency for you to neglect that call, to even busy that call because of that video? I don't know if it happens to anybody. It happens to me several times. There's a tendency for you to neglect that call, reject the call, in fact, because of that video you are watching, because you feel it's interesting. There's a tendency for you to know that you already know that you have a call to make. You know you have a call to make at a particular point in time. And at that point in time, let me tell you something, the devil is not interested in what God is not interested in. I've only said this before. The devil is not interested in what God is not interested in. And what happens to you? You realize that at the point in time where you want, maybe you say by 1 o'clock p.m., I am supposed to call on this person. You set an alarm. And then just by 8:59, what happens to you? Sorry, by 12:59, you now encounter that video. 1 o'clock, you are barely started watching the video, and then what happens? You now get the reminder. Once you get the reminder, you know what happens to you? You tend to neglect it. Say, let me finish this video first of all, because you may not even get it anymore. So what you need to always place it. What is more important, and then what is unimportant to you. Now, how to manage your time very well. This is how to manage your time. It requires self-discipline, willpower, and personal organization to overcome procrastination. Use the system I'm going to show you below to direct your activities and distinguish between your priorities and posteriorities. I want you to follow me closely. Now, before you begin each day, make a list of everything you have to do for that day. DMO is very important. What is DMO? Daily method of operation. Many people do not do their DMO, and it is very, very, very bad. I'm going to tell you the reason why you must always do your daily your DMO. The best time to make this your DMO should be a day before. Like the activities you're supposed to do today, you should have done the activities, you should have prepared for it yesterday before you sleep. That's the best time to do it. And guess what? You'll be able to do it where you first of all have to review the activity, make remark on the activities you have done on that particular day. And then from doing that also, you turn the next page and then set activities for the next day. Look at the reason you have to do it. It enables your subconscious mind to dwell on it when you sleep. As in most cases, you will wake up with ideas and insights on how to more effectively complete the task of the day. For those of you who do DMO, of course, you actually agree to what I'm telling you. That the times you do DMO a day before you know what's happening, sometimes, let's assume you do that and maybe you are so tired, you sleep around 10 or 11 o'clock. By 4 a.m., the way you jump up, maybe your normal rising time is supposed to be by 5 or 5:30 or 6. By 4 a.m., the way you will jump up, I don't late, only for you to wake up and check your time. This is after 4. DMO means daily method of operation. Only for you to realize that this is just after 4 a.m. But if you hadn't, let me tell you something, if you do not plan your day, you will just wake up and say, I'll sell meeting the first thing in the morning now. I will just, especially for the people who are doing it full time, shooting yourself on the foot. I'll sell meeting the first thing now. I will just start around there, wake up around 6:50, just start sell meeting. I will just plug them for ear, they brush my teeth, they make food, and they before already. And then because you are planning your day late, because you didn't plan your day well. So you need to be conscious of that. Now, this is the system. Apply the A, B, C, D, E system to your list. There's the system I want to tell you. Number one is what? A, must do. That is, there's a serious consequences for non-completion of that particular act, of that particular task you want to do. B, the activities you should do. Mild consequences of doing or not doing them. C, nice to do. No consequences whether or not you do it. No consequences whether or not you do it. D, delegate everything, that is everything you possibly can to free up more time for those only you can do. Now, this delegate is very important. There's a book I read during my retreat called Developing the Leaders Around You. To develop the leaders around you, you have to be a leader who knows how to delegate responsibilities. A leader who sees potential in people and not believe that if not be me do them, you know go yield well. You have to be a leader with a leader who thinks that way. If I should tell the person, because you see the potential, if I tell the person to do it, I know he will be able to do it very well. You have to be that kind of leader who is not so there are some persons in their team, they are the only person doing everything in their team. They are only persons doing it. You cannot give, let me tell you something, by the time you have your downlines who have gone to the first week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5, haven't added them to the main group, immediately anybody that joins to them again, they should take the same responsibility and action they have taken. You have to be conscious of that. So always delegate, because by doing that also it frees up more time for you to do other important things. And then number E, eliminate, discontinue all tasks and activities that are no longer essential to your work and to achieving your goals. You have to discontinue all tasks and activities that are no longer essential to your work and to achieving your goals. There are a lot of things you will do that are not necessary, therefore we don't need them. We don't need them at all, especially when they come abruptly. You don't need them. And guess what? By doing another good thing again you should do is when you are writing the activity, tell yourself, okay, some between 8 to 9. Then I'm going to do follow-up from 9:05 to 10 o'clock. I'm going to do booking of course from 10:05 to 12 o'clock. Then I am going to read from 12 o'clock to 12:30. Then I'm going to read a book, at least a chapter of a book from 12:30 to 1:45 or 1:30. 1:45 minutes or 1 or 1. Before you do all of these things, you realize that you apply time to it. If you don't apply time to it, it will take it for you will take it for granted. You just put it there, I will do that, I will do something, and there's no particular time you want to do it. You are not checking it. This is the review. Review your list of activities and write an A, B, C, D, or E next to each task before you start. Review your list of activities and write an A, B, C, D, and E or E next to each of the tasks before you start. What does that mean? The activities you want to do. Which one is, I've told you already, with that system I gave to you, write the one that is of utmost importance. Write it there. Okay, A is more, this one is very important. I'm going to follow up very importantly. It's going to be on A. Now listen to me also. If you have several A tasks, rank them in order of importance by writing A1, A2, A3, etc. I hope you understand that by ranking them as what? A1, A2, A3, etc. Then the rule is that you should never do a B task before an A task. Never do a lower value task when you have a higher value task before you. When you have a lower or a higher value task before you. So you have what somebody, okay, fantastic. Somebody said you have to put them what in order of preference, in order of priority, scale of preference. Now, once you have organized your list using the system, discipline yourself to do what? To start on your A1 task first before any other task. Discipline yourself to start on your A1 task first before any other thing. Now, this is going to lead me to what? To practicing single handling. Practice single handling. I'm going to send the slide on all the groups. Do you understand? I will send it on leaders group and then you're going to get it, please. Because of time, Ambassador will come and talk to us very soon. So practice single handling. Now, what does it mean to practice single handling? This is a habit of multitasking, of not multitasking. Are you aware that multitasking, in as much as sometimes we appreciate it, it is what, as far as our business is concerned, there is nothing like multitasking. Let me tell you something. As far as our business, in fact, for me, the only time I have seen the ability to multitask is when I'm driving, because I know I have to look at the front, I have to focus on the steering, I have to be handling the gear, and I have to look at the side mirror. So the driving is the only period I know that single handling or multitasking is good. In our business, do not think of multitasking. You cannot be making call and then be doing another thing at the same time. You cannot be presenting and doing another thing at the same time. You cannot be presenting and then you have a call, you want to pick a call, or you want to do something else. No, you can't do that. To get any task accomplished, you need to discipline yourself to concentrate single-mindedly with 100% of your time and attention until that task is complete. It is only when you do this, it's only when you pay 100% attention to it, that is when you can make a call, 50 calls in 45 minutes. I never believed I could do it. It was a big, you know what? Look at what happened. This will serve as a deterrent to so many of you. Those of you who want to do everything together. When I joined the business, my team, people were joining my teammates, people were joining my team. I was the one making calls for both my direct downlines, the downlines of my downlines, the downlines of the downlines of the downlines of my downlines, the downlines of the downlines of the downlines of my downline, and I was the only person making the call. To the extent that to make calls started scaring me, and that was where the attitude of wanting, that was where the attitude of running away from calls started. That was where it started, and then because of that, it started scaring me. So throughout last year, it was what I suffered. I bring out 100 calls I want to make. I'll just call somebody. I will transfer the call to somebody. Meanwhile, I could do these calls before. There are two things. The danger is in what? Is in you wanting to do everything and not delegating responsibilities. Is a danger for you. And then in the system I've given you, you need to always delegate it. That is number D. And then two, channel your energy in doing it. I want to do 45 minutes. I have dedicated it. I am going to make this call. You start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 45 minutes, except probably the calls are too much. Except you go there and start prospecting. You go there and start running presentation. Each call could not take you more than 2 minutes. Fantastic. So in conclusion, deep within every person is an intense desire to feel strong, effective, powerful, and in control of his or her life. So you automatically trigger these feelings of self-confidence and self-esteem when you discipline yourself to start working on the task that is most important to you at the moment. In conclusion, deep within every person is an intense desire to feel strong, effective, powerful, and in control of his or her life. You automatically trigger these feelings of self-discipline and self-esteem when you discipline yourself to start working on the task that is most important to you at the moment. My dear friends, my name is Damian Osafile, and this is my time for you this morning. Ambassador is going to take over right now. And of course, you can start just drop the things you understood from this meeting and all of that. But I want us to welcome her as well. I want us to welcome her. She is the top 9 highest earner in the whole of Nigeria. She is a global ambassador. She is a mother, and then she is our mother as far as what Team Aruki is concerned. So I want us to welcome her as she takes over. Ambassador, are you here, please?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to cell meeting one more time, okay? I'm going to rush now because, 3 minutes. Damian has taken 3 minutes out of my 10 minutes. So let me try and rush as much as I can, okay? Just few basic things I wanted to discuss with us today. First of all, I want you guys to just say the things that stood out for you during today's meeting. Just you can go to the comment section and list it out. And then also, I'm just going to list 4 things that you should do today, okay? But first of all, I'm going to show you the retreat ticket is finally out. It took a long time getting this thing together. We realized that the price of everything has increased. Between last year and this year, it's been crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm sure everybody's feeling it, but even though we're in this business and it kind of shields us from a couple of things, but it doesn't help. You go to the market, you ask prices of different things, and you realize that everything has just increased, doubled, tripled, in fact, But anyway, we move, like people always say. So I'm going to share details of the retreat shortly. Just hold on. Can somebody tell me the date? I've said the date like 2 or 3 times. Can somebody tell me the date? But let me just go through some of the things that you learned. Okay, I need to be intentional with my time. Okay, fantastic. Time management, well done. Okay, it gives you focus, fantastic. Okay, prioritizing and taking action. That was a very powerful training, Damian. Prioritizing, that was really, really important. And the fact that I dwelt on social media, for me, that was one of my goals for this year, that I'm going to reduce my time on social media, especially Instagram. So that training was apt. I also learned as well. Okay, well done, Damian. That was fantastic. Avoid procrastination, okay? You can do this business alongside your job. Fantastic. It's a must. Okay, no excuses. Whatever excuse you cannot give your boss in the office, don't give us in this business. Okay, don't give yourself in it, because in this business your own boss. Okay, I can only manage myself and my activities. I can't manage time. Oh, that is powerful. That's fantastic. Okay, discipline is first key to everything, and being intentional. Okay, I need to plan my time and manage it for my dreams. Fantastic. Okay, fantastic. Okay, good. You guys know the 6th of February. Okay, now I advise you guys don't miss cell meetings. If you are here and you're attending cell meetings, and this is your first time attending cell meeting, congratulations to you. If you've been coming regularly, keep on coming. You don't even know what is happening. It is doing something to your subconscious that you yourself may not even know. It is erasing all the things that we have been taught from when we were kids that have been damaging to our esteem, damaging to our thoughts, damaging to everything, how we see money. And these cell meetings are rewiring our thinking for success, okay? And I'm sure some of you can testify that from what you've been regular for cell meeting, from what you've learned in cell meeting, it is helping you not just in our business, but in life in general. If you have a business, the things you learn in cell meeting every day is helping you in your other businesses as well. If you have a job, the things you learn from cell meeting here is helping you in your own job. It's helping you with your relationships with people, how you see things, you're becoming a better person. If you attend cell meeting for 3 months, or even for even 1 month, when you're discussing with your friends, they'll be telling you things like you're sounding different. There's something different about you. I don't know, but you're not the lady we used to know. You're not the man we used to know. It will help you generally. So keep on coming, okay? So let me share. Okay, fantastic. So this is the ticket for this. I don't know if it's showing on the screen. Fantastic. Let me expand it more. Okay, good. So this is the ticket for this for our retreat that's happening on the 6th of February. Okay, the ticket is actually 6,000 for everything, but for those who pay, okay, the ticket is actually 6,000, but for those who pay ahead of time, I actually meant 21st. There was a mistake on this. Sorry, it's actually 21st. Those who pay between now and the 21st can get it for 5,000, not 31st, 21st. Those who pay between now and the 21st can get it for, let me just send a message to the printer. Sorry. Raymond, you made a mistake. It's not 31st, it's 21st. Please correct it. Okay, so those who pay between now and the 21st of this month can get the tickets for 5,000 naira. Okay, now last year we had about 1,500 people that came for the retreat, and it was very fantastic. In fact, the sad thing is that there are many. We had about over 300 extra people that wanted to come, but because of procrastination, because they will say, "I'll get the ticket, I'll book the ticket, I'll pay for the ticket, I'll get the ticket," and then when it was time for them to get the ticket, they were not able to get it because they had finished. Are you following? So do not procrastinate. Once, because of social distancing and all that, we have a limit to how many people can come for this retreat. Abuja tax force and all that, they are very, very strict. So we have a particular number. We will not even exceed one person. Meaning, if our number is 100, for example, we will not take 101. We will not, because we have planned the event as in to the teeth to make sure that we're adhering to all the social distancing rules, all the COVID rules, and all of that. We've made a lot of plans to make this a success. Okay, so how do you get the tickets? Please don't pay to me. Contact your leader, because every leader I'm going to give them quotas. So contact your leader and let them know you want to get a ticket and get it right now. There's nothing like book ticket for me. It's not going to happen, because the tickets are not even enough for the number of people in our team, but it's not our fault. If not for COVID, we would have had lots of tickets. But because a hall that could sit, let's say, 1,500 before, because of how things are, that hall can only sit about 800 because of our social distance. So the tickets are really, really limited. Okay, so like I said, do not pay to me. Don't pay to me, please. Contact your leader and tell your leader you want to get a ticket, and then you can pay to your leader. Don't pay to me. Are you following? Fantastic. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm very excited. 4 things that you need to do today, since we've entered the weekend already. Number 1, start making plans. Please write this down. Number 1, start making plans to attend the retreat. Okay. Start making plans to attend the retreat. Okay. If you have to book your flight, you have to go on leave, whatever it is you have to do, start making plans. I'm going to talk more about the retreat tomorrow. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. is our weekly mastermind training that I'll be handling. So ensure you're here tomorrow, 10 a.m. The link is different. The mastermind link, we're going to post on the group chat. But start making plans to attend. Start making plans today. Today is Friday. If you have to write leave, seek leave in your office, seek it now. Whatever you have to do, but start making plans to attend right now. Are you following? Number 2, write a list of the prospects you will invite for this weekend. Are you following? We have presentation today, we have tomorrow, we have on Sunday. So write a list of all those you want to invite for this weekend. Okay. Number 3, start inviting them. Okay, Mr. Damian told us a lot about procrastination. Start inviting them. Some of you have been planning to invite your 15 name list. You've been writing it down for the past 1 week. You finish writing it down. Okay, time to send text. You are planning to send text. You send 1 text per day, 2 texts, 3 texts. That 15 name list that activity that should happen, you make the list, you send them a text, we call them, everything should be done, everything within 1 week. You are extending it for 1 month. Start inviting them immediately. And number 4, follow up on your previous invites. Those who have attended the business presentation this week, have you called them? Have you prospected them? Have you followed them up? Have they registered? Make sure you do that as well. Okay. So that's it for now. I'm going to share the Amazon flyer. We've already shared it on the group chat. But let me just project it again. The tickets, we're going to share the tickets. Don't worry. The retreat ticket, we'll post it on all the group chats. So even if you don't get it here, it's fine. We'll post it on all the group chats. Don't worry, okay? So you already know this weekend we have Amazon on Sunday by 6 p.m. We have our Amazon presentation, okay, for women. What you can do, you can invite for Sunday, and then for the men, you can invite them for Saturday or Friday or Monday. Are you following? Fantastic. But the women, it's more effective to invite them for this, okay? And the theme is how to become a successful woman in 2021, okay? All right, guys. So that is all for now. If you have questions based on the retreat, I'm going to be answering the questions tomorrow in tomorrow's mastermind class. It's already 9:02. Remember, I told you that I want cell meeting to be ending at least 9 o'clock. Okay, I don't want us to be exceeding 9:10, 9:20, and all that, except it's an emergency or something. So I'm going to end it here. If you have any other questions, I know that contact your leader. Somebody says the account. So the retreat is happening in Abuja, obviously, our headquarters. Okay, it's going to be a lot. I'm going to talk more about the retreat tomorrow. Don't worry, a lot of things. But start getting the tickets now. Early birds. Those who are getting the tickets between now and 21st of the month are going to pay just 5,000 naira for it. And then those who are getting it, if you are paying from the 22nd, you're going to pay 6,000 naira. No apologies. And that is if ticket is remaining. It's not a guarantee. If ticket is still remaining, when it's during the late birds, but early birds will get it on time. So do that ASAP. Like I said, don't pay to me, please. Pay to your leaders. Don't pay to me, pay to your leaders. You all have quotas, okay? And like I said, this is just a sample. This ticket is just a sample. We're going to correct it. For example, he made a mistake where he wrote 31st of January. 6th of February 2020. It's supposed to be 5th of February 2021. So this is just because I promised you that the thing will be out today. So I told him anything, just send it to me. He just gave me this money. I said, I'll come and show you guys. Okay. So please don't screenshot and share yet. When I correct it, I'm going to post it to you guys as well. Okay. Fantastic. All right, guys. So enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you. Feeding is going to be included. There will be feeding included. Okay. No, you cannot pay 5,000 and expect to get accommodation and feeding and training materials and all that. Okay. It's just for the tickets. Okay. Damian, please, you can end the meeting and close it down now, okay? All right, then. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much, Ambassador. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please, everyone, of course, you've got the information already. Go and do your reminder calls. Go and make your booking calls, and then invite and prepare to be present for tomorrow's mastermind mentorship class as well. Mastermind training by 10 a.m. So you have no excuse. There's no reason why you should not be in that meeting at all. There's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be there. And everyone have a good day and a blessed weekend. Of course, I told you, thank God it's Friday. Our weekend is a period where we make more money. Why for some persons is for them to go and relax and spend money. We make money on weekends, while some other person make money, spend money on weekend. You understand? So make it worthwhile for you. God bless you all and have an amazing day.